to you. Cause baby, this is your day. Do anything for my man. Baby, you blow me away. I got your slippers, your dinner, your dessert, and so much more. Anything you want, let me cater to you. Inspire me from the heart. Ain't nothing tear us apart. You're all I want in a man. I put my life in your hands. I got your slippers, your dinner, your dessert, and so much more. Anything you want, I wanna cater to you. Baby, I'm happy at home.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the LTD.
Hey everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Leah.
And Tia.
Hope everybody is doing splendiferous.
Splentabulous.
Rufus, if you like Nerventus.
Yeah. And welcome back to another episode of the LTD. We've been pretty busy lately. A lot I wouldn't say like a whole lot has happened, but some events have happened, and we've had a lot of topics kind of like, and we didn't know which way we wanted to go with this.
Been a little all over the place. Tia's on spring break.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
I'm like starting to get over strep throat / maybe bronchitis because I can't stop coughing. But yeah, we've been all over the place, just pimping all over the world, if you will.
Yes.
And we really have been going back and forth on what our next topic is going to be. It's been a minute since we've done a podcast episode because we've been all over the place. But we think we nailed it down today. I think we centered it.
Yeah, well, we came down to one that we just had to get out.
Yeah, we just got to get it off my chest.
Yes, and that's what lead us here today with you, beautiful people, and our opening song, Destiny's Child, Cater to You.
The classic, Cater to You.
One of my favorite Destiny's Child songs.
One of my favorite songs, videos, performances, live.
Oh, that's when they had Terrence
Howard.
That is
when they did.
And it wasn't Beyonce dancing with him.
Beyonce danced with him.
Gosh, she should feel sick. Anyways, so how this topic came about. We've seen many articles, too many articles that say what women should do, what they need to start doing, what they should stop doing. Pretty much telling women, you ain't shit, but here's how you can fix it.
But here's how you can become that.
You can redeem yourself.
You can work towards a higher goal.
And we've read them, kind of let it go a little bit, and then recently one of Leah's friends resent her an article that we've already we've seen.
Yeah,
but
we saw
it was just another
another reaffirmation.
Like, all right, well, cool, thank you. I'm tired. And then so we had to go on a hunt for ourselves, and we said, you know what? We don't ever see anything about men and what men need to start doing and what they should be doing. And so we did some research on ourselves, and we found an article.
I found the exact reciprocal of this article. This blog or website, if you will, put out this article about 8 things women just don't do anymore, parentheses, that they should.
Right.
And then I found the 8 things men don't do anymore, but they should list. And oh my, were they doozies, folks. I mean, the first time I read the women's list, I said, okay.
Right.
And I didn't even know about the guys one. But then when I found the guys one, I said,
very interesting.
Mighty different.
Very different.
Pretty different.
Should I definitely want to discuss both of them.
Yeah.
How can we do this? Do we want to just go one for one, or do we want to read all one list from both? Or
I think one to one.
One to one. Okay. So I will use our technology.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull up the men. 8 things men just don't do anymore. that they should.
Yeah, and I have the women.
And you have the women. And who is this by?
It says by the
Examiner?
Who? Yeah, by the Examiner.
Examiner.com. So if you want to, all you really need to do to get to this quickly is just Google 8 things men just don't do anymore.
Yes.
Or 8 things women just don't do.
And they'll come right up like that.
And it's so funny because Leah put this so eloquently, like she always does.
Thank you.
These lists, it's all about the men. It's more gestures that they should start doing.
Yeah.
In women's list, it's all of chores that we need to start doing. I really don't have a disclaimer for this podcast because I'm really working on just being honest and truthful with a filter. So I'm just going to say what I need to say because I can do that here.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, I am so not sorry about it.
Okay.
That's my disclaimer.
My disclaimer is, like it always is, I'm speaking for myself.
Yes.
If you know of a young miss, a young lady, what have you, that is willing to do all these things and more for you while in a thong, or what have you, as she twerks,
in a thong, yes,
making your pork chops, by all means, prosper.
Right.
Flourish in that relationship, boo.
Right.
But this is how I feel, so don't even come for me.
Right. And I'm going to do this like Jerry Springer style. I'm going to say what I need to say, but then you know how Jerry Springer at the end of his show, he
does those like
final thoughts.
Oh, is that what it's called? Final thoughts?
I don't know what it's called.
He like sits down.
Yeah.
And now it's like, no.
Yeah. Because I do have a final thought.
Fuckery aside.
Yeah, I do have my final thoughts, but I stand by my feelings on this.
Right.
And it's probably going to sound a little similar to our previous podcast, I Need a Girl.
Yes,
so we're probably gonna hit some of those points again.
Mm-hmm.
But we just have to get these lists out, and we are just so curious as to your guys' thoughts and feelings on these. Please let us know. So I'm gonna you go ahead and start.
Okay.
The ladies list can go first.
Hey. Thanks, because that's old school. So the first thing on this list of things women just don't do anymore that they should is cook. And they brought up the fact that back in the day, quote unquote, because when the hell was that day? Was it 93? Was it 72? What was the day?
I don't know.
Irregardless, as the thugs would say. It mentions back in the day, every woman had to take home ec classes, and that's where you learn to be a good wife. I said, ooh, that's strong words. You learn to cook, and now nobody in these modern women's days are setting aside time, to teach them how to cook. So a lot of them don't know how. And you need to know how to cook at least 2 to 3 things well that your man likes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. I was in the kitchen with my mother. My mother taught me how to cook, not to cater to any man, not to make sure I know how to make his breakfast, lunch, and dinners. It's because I need to know how to take care of myself when they're putting myself out of this house.
Right.
I have to know adult skills. Now, if I am on my own and cooking for myself, what's wrong with a man cooking for himself too?
Right, because we're both adults. Like, how are you faring in the world? And I have asked this of friends. I have asked this of acquaintances. I have asked this of associates. How are you sustaining, meals? How are you eating? How are you feeding yourself as a single adult man if you don't know how to cook? And the answer is usually going to restaurants, my mother, my grandmother, my girl, my sister,
anybody,
so on and so forth.
Anybody, or maybe trying to make a grilled cheese sandwich.
Or sometimes cooking, like
Stouffer's
or eggs or something, or they have one
staple
dish,
right. And this whole going out to eat thing, like, I enjoy going out to eat.
I do,
but
too.
that costs money. Now, unless you are literally balling out of control, even if you are balling out of control, why would you want to spend the majority of your money eating out? Wouldn't you want to know that, you know what, as an adult, I can grocery shop? Because that is a thing.
Yeah, because a lot of guys don't know how to make a grocery list.
You don't know how to make a grocery list. You just want to get barbecue sauce and potato chips.
Barbecue sauce. Okay. Yep. Because why? You always need barbecue sauce. You better have barbecue sauce.
And I'm just like,
Barbecue
okay.
Okay.
So, knowing how to make a grocery list and cooking a meal. Now, I'm not saying that you have to be Chef Boyardee. You have to be, you know, I don't want to call him my name because not everybody's going to get that. What's the other guy?
Oh.
Emerald or something?
Emerald Lagasse or Bobby Flay.
Bobby Flay, because I call him Bobby Boo Flay.
Right, which is a hybrid of Bobby Boucher and actual Bobby Flay.
So you don't have to be up here making me, you know, 5-star meals, but it's nice to know that a man knows how to cook.
Yeah, because he's a grown-up.
Because he is an adult.
And, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, and like you mentioned earlier, you were in the kitchen as a child because your mother needed to teach you adult skills.
Exactly.
I was in the kitchen as a child with my mother, like I've mentioned. I have I'm number 1 of 7 children. I am the oldest. My mother was a single mother with 7 children, so I've made some meals in my day. I started cooking very early because I wanted to help, and then a lot of times I had to help.
Right.
So I know a little thing about cooking and stuff like that because I had to learn at an early age.
Right.
Now, I'm not expecting you, again, to be up here literally tossing fresh made dough.
Right.
Just a pizza pie in the air. Like, no, you don't need to have baking soda. You don't need to be doing all that. But you do need to know how to make a breakfast, a lunch,
Sorry, that was funny to me.
and a dinner.
Just a something. Bring
You can't make a real decent sandwich that's literally just putting shit on bread.
No, because you know what? I'm not even going that. That's elementary stuff. Can you at least make a spaghetti? Could you make spaghetti and pop open some Texas toast and throw it in the oven?
Spaghetti,
that's a meal.
And just get some fresh, ready to use spinach, get you some sprouts, get you some carrots, get great tomatoes. You don't have to chop those bitches up.
No.
Just get them and literally put all of it in a bowl.
That's it.
That's all you have to do.
Be resourceful. There's tons. If I can be resourceful, now I'm not saying I'm the greatest of cook. I know my way around the kitchen.
Yeah.
And if I don't know, I know to figure it out.
Right.
All I'm saying is, if I can cook and if I'm taking care of myself and we're in a relationship together, why can't it be, we're doing it together? Some days you'll cook, some days I cook. Like, it doesn't have to be
It's not that
I
hard.
want my woman to know how to cook for me.
I want a man to know how to cook for himself.
I want to know that you can take care of yourself and you're not over here still eating fish sticks at damn near 30 years old.
Do they still make fish sticks?
Yes, they still make fish sticks, girl.
I didn't know.
Caucasian people lose their mind if they stop making fish sticks.
Oh, Jesus. I did not know.
No shade, but still.
A little. Okay, what you got over there on the men's list?
So the first on the men's list, what 8 things men just don't do anymore that they should. This one is open doors and pull out chairs.
Oh.
Pretty much saying that men were raised to, respect a lady in this aspect.
Be a
and
gentleman.
open the doors and pull out chairs. And there was a point in time where women never touched the door handle. I don't know if she's just waiting there by the door, just waiting for some man to open his door.
Maybe they're talking about Queen Elizabeth.
I mean, I don't know any woman that's just sitting there just saying, I'm going to wait for this man to open this door for me.
Queen Elizabeth.
But it kind of insinuated that this list, it kind of went back to saying, well, women kind of ruined that for men because women are so
they're like,
independent.
Oh, you don't need to do all that.
I can take care of this. I can open up my own door. First of all, I don't know any woman that is saying, don't you open up my door. Now, I'm not saying it's not out there.
Just you don't know any.
I personally don't know any. Because if a man opens up a door for me, somebody that I do know, or even a stranger who makes a point to to get ahead of me to open the door. I'm very grateful for that.
I am, and I appreciate
it's so nice,
it.
and I'm like, thank you very much.
And like I've mentioned before, I think like the car door thing that took me by surprise, and like I've had guys when I've gone out on dates with them, they've gotten out of the car and then they like scurried to get to me before I could open my own car door to open it for me. And I was just like, whoa.
Right.
Flabbergasted. I didn't say don't open it. I was just like, wow, that was like so gentlemanly.
Nice.
That was so nice. Like, I just felt like this is like a movie.
Right. And I'm just like, unfortunately, I've never experienced that, although I would like to.
Yeah.
Somebody open a car door because that's very sweet. Now, I'm not expecting a man to. I'm not like, if we're going on a date, I'm not going to sit back and just wait for you to run.
I'll just be in the car for forever.
Every door for me. We're going to the mall and you open the first door and I wait and you open the second door. Like, no, that's not what I'm doing. It's just a nice gesture. I'm not expecting you to do it, and if you don't do it, I'm not like, man, fuck that bitch.
Right, yeah.
No, that's not how it is, but it is just a nice thing, and it's very endearing to know that, oh, guys still do that. That's
it's just so it catches you off guard.
It does, and then I'm taking note of it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
I'm impressed.
Okay, yes. All right, yours.
Number 2, clean. Number 2 is clean. And it said that, women nowadays, they don't know how to keep house or keep a home. And they were said, a lot of women think because they're grown, they don't need to do these, like, cleaning chores anymore. And I said, so a lot of hoes are just living in funk?
I was going to say, y'all hoes is nasty.
Just living in filth? I don't know that. Now, I do know that hoarders is a thing, but I don't think...
I don't know, not this one.
I know it's a thing for people, but
absolutely.
I don't know if there are a lot of girls out there just because they are grown, they think, I don't have to clean up anymore.
Right.
But... they said, because you are the woman of the house, this is something you should know how to maintain. You should know how to maintain a clean house because you're the lady of the house.
Is that so? So and I love when you say this, because I have a uterus.
Because I have a uterus.
I have to cook and clean for you while you kick back and do nothing.
Well, while you open the door and pull out my chair, I should clean and cook for you. So far,
right? Yes. We'll get to the other ones. Why can't we just clean up this house together? Because we are, we both live in it.
Is my name the only name on the deed to this bitch? Like, if that's it, then I feel an extra responsibility. But if we are keeping a home together and we are married or we are betrothed, if you will, or engaged.
Right, because I'm not living with you unless we are engaged.
For myself, I'm not living with you unless we are engaged. Sorry, but that's just the way it is. If that's the case, then this is our house together, and why are we not taking care of it together?
Right.
Why do I need to be trailing after you, picking up all of your things?
And it's not.
And why are you leaving shit around for me to pick up?
As a grown man, you shouldn't be leaving, dirty towels, dirty underwear, shoes everywhere. No, if you're a messy person, get that under control before you try to.
Messy person.
Yeah, and just before you try to move in with somebody, because I know I'm not a neat freak by any means, but I do like to keep myself together. Yeah, I do. I have moments where I'm like, okay, this mess is just getting out of hand.
And I will literally stay up until 1 a.m. knowing I have to go to work at 7 a.m. to clean it.
To clean up, because I don't want to live in filth.
Because it will bother me. Like, it's just, like, this is nasty.
So, and it's not like, okay, we have our Saturday chore list. This is what you have to do. This is what I have to do.
Right, there's no chore wheel. I'm not 7.
No, we're just trying to keep it up together because we both live here.
That's pretty much it.
That's the only thing. That I don't know why that has to be on what women should do, and it's not on. Because it's a spoiler alert. That's not on the men's side. Okay, sorry.
What you got for number 2?
Okay, number 2 is pay for meals. This is where I have a little bit of a problem.
Do ya?
Because this is not me saying I don't need no man. I'm strong, independent.
She's a strong black woman.
Strong black woman. No, this is not what I'm saying. I just don't expect anything from anybody, because the moment you expect things, that you open yourself up to get your feelings hurt.
Right.
Now, I understand it's nice, it's customary that first couple of dates a guy is paying for it. Now, I will never agree to go on any date if I can't take care of myself. If I can't whip out my debit card or whip out some cash and pay for it, I'm not going.
You know why that is?
Because I'm an adult and that's me being responsible.
Because you're an adult. Like I've said to one Miss Tia before, if I'm going out on a first date with a stranger, I cannot assume anything of this person because I don't know them. I don't know your financial situation. I don't know what kind of person you are.
Right.
So I'm not going to put myself in a predicament with a stranger where I'm not prepared to take care of myself.
Right.
So if we're going out, this is our first time encountering, each other in a one-on-one date type situation, I'm going to come equipped to pay for my own meal, to pay for my own parking, to pay for whatever outing the date may include, a movie, batting cages, whatever, I don't know. But I'm coming equipped with that because you are a stranger, so I don't know what your practices are. Maybe you're one of these, like, you're a guy that's like, I don't pay for first dates because, whatever.
Right, whatever your reasoning is. And whatever it is, that's fine. I'm not judging you. I'm not, and let me say this, because you're going to be like, that ain't true. You don't believe that. If he don't pay for your meal, then he's all, no. Me personally and Leah, this is how we feel. I'm not saying this is how all women feel because there are some girls out there who are like, if he ain't paying for the first date, then I'm not fucking with him. Well, that's you, raggedy hoe. Because you brought to my attention today that I clearly forgot all about.
Yes.
Went on, I don't even want to call this a date.
She went on an encounter.
I went on a meet and greet. Not even meet and greet. A meet up.
Meet and greet.
A meet up with a gentleman.
That is what a date is.
We went to get frozen yogurt. Mm-hmm. This man he was in the military.
At the time.
And this was our first time meeting up, and I paid for the frozen yogurt. He was like, I can't pay for this. And I said, okay, no worries, I got it. And I didn't think anything of it because I'm like, I've already made mine. You've clearly made yours. Mm-hmm. Let me just go ahead and take care of this.
And you know what? When you told me this little story, and this was in the early days of our friendship.
Yes, it was.
This was in the blossoming days. Mm-hmm. I said he couldn't spot literally like probably $6 to $7
for both.
2 frozen yogurts, knowing good and goddamn well he was going out with a girl. Now, I'm not saying he should have come with stacks, so girl, get all the sauces, get all the treats.
Because I don't get that much.
But it's like, you didn't even have like 5 on it just for yourself.
For yourself, right.
So why did you come out?
Right, why are we here?
Why are we here if you don't even have like $3, $4 for you?
For yourself. That's a problem.
I'm looking at you like, oh.
So I'm not expecting you to pay for my meals. I'm not expecting you to pay for every single meal when we go out. Because it's nice when you pay for, because I'm going to attempt. I'm always going to attempt to pay. Now, if you're like, no, I got you, then I'm going to back up and I'm not going to fight you on it. I'm going to be grateful and I'm going to say thank you.
Yeah, and I'm trying to be respectful of your wish. If that's what you choose to do, that's what you want to do with me, or those are your practices, then I'm going to allow you to do that. I'm not going to like pummel you down and be like, no.
Right.
I don't need no man.
Absolutely not.
I'm not going to do that.
I will say, are you sure? And then I'm going to leave it at that, and I'm going to be very grateful for it. Now, there will be times when we go out and I pay for it because I don't mind doing that. Because if that's the kind of relationship and I want to continue to get to know you, then I'll pay for it. I'll take you out. I have no problems doing that. Just like you, I would hope that you have no problems paying for my meals. But I'm not expecting you to pay for all of the meals.
Mm-mm. No. Why? Because you don't know me like that, and I don't know you like that.
Right. All right. The lady side.
The third one, and this was a doozy.
Oh, I know this one.
Fix his plate.
Make his plate. Woman, get in that kitchen, make me a sandwich.
Pretty much. They said, it's a sign of respect to accommodate your man, to show him respect in this way. And, a lot of women say that it's demeaning, but when you're a wife, you need to have a servant's heart.
Sometimes I wish you guys can just see my facial expression. Something. Okay, so this was told to me.
Oh, God. I'm scared.
This was just told to me. I'm not even going to get
Done.
specifics.
That'll do. Yep.
It was told to me that I shouldn't have to pull out your chair because you're a grown-ass woman.
Oh, that's not where I thought that was going. Okay.
Now I want to know where you're going because I probably want to say it.
That's okay.
So it was told to me that as a man, I shouldn't have to pull out your chair because you're a grown-ass woman. But my response is, why should I have to make your plate if you're a grown-ass man?
Here's the thing. If you are somehow impaired or you are unable to fix your plate for whatever reason, maybe you're in an accident, maybe you just don't have the capability, I have no problem making you a plate. I don't have a problem making anybody a plate if I'm up, you need a napkin, you want a dinner roll, and I'm by them, I'm going to get you one.
Right. I'm not going to be like, hell no, nigga, get up and you do it.
Right, I'm not going to say that. But once you start to, kind of put that upon me, like I say, because I have a uterus, now I should be fixing your plates because it's, have a servant's heart and respect and honor him. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that because
I want to know what the significance of it is. Like, why do I? What is so important? What is the importance?
And you're catering to your man. I feel like it kind of this one kind of goes back to the two first ones. It's like the two first ones in one. It's like, you know how to keep your house together, so your everything's clean and all your dishes are equipped, and you got sets, all your cutlery matches. You got serving plates. You got a gravy dish. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even eat gravy.
But you also know how to cook, and you want to present your husband with, his meal.
Yeah.
Which, again, I have no problems doing. If I'm married to you, can we just assume that I'm in love with you because I married you? So if I married you, that is why I want to show my love for you,
right.
And that is why I will take pride in making your meals and making your plate. Now, am I going to serve you on a platter each night?
Every single night? No.
Never in my lifetime will I do that.
No.
Not my jam. Not doing it.
No.
However, I have no problems setting a table, making meals. I don't have a problem with doing that. I do have a problem with you expecting it every night from me and only me because I happen to be born with a uterus. Because I have a menstruation cycle, now I have to fix your plate and give it to you and have a servant's heart while I do it. No, I don't.
And it's just like, I'm
not doing that. I'm sorry.
One of my favorite songs from one Miss Jill Scott. It's called Whatever. And it pretty much goes like this. You can have whatever you want because you laid the shit down last night.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, she's talking about fucking.
Yeah.
Now, you sexing me up, this is my husband now. You are doing things, it's not this whole, I cleaned your car, you don't give me some head, I cleaned the bathroom, you don't give me some head. No. But if you are just doing things and I'm taking note that, oh my gosh, he's working and he's come home, he takes care of like the kids, and, he's cleaned up or he's taking care of dinner without me asking, you're just doing things that, you're taking care of that. Of what needs to get done without being asked, without being like, oh babe, could you just one time please,
right?
Boil some goddamn water.
That's the whole thing that sets you apart. That's why I married you. If I married you,
right? That's
why I'm with you because you do take me into consideration because you love me,
right? And
you want to do all that you can for me, like I want to do all that I can for you. You're not expecting me to just fucking have just a spread like it's Thanksgiving dinner every night because I am a woman and you are the man.
And that's what I'm supposed to do. No, I want to do those things. I want to cook for you. I'm going to, bring you your food or whatever. And even sometimes we can get cute and I'll bring you breakfast in bed and make a little serving dish or whatever it is. But it's because I love you and that's how I want to show my appreciation to you. Not simply because this is what I'm supposed to do. You sitting over here watching your games, yelling at the TV, and I gotta take your plates and put them away and wash them and cook it, and next thing I gotta go out hunting and
gathering,
then take it, you know, it's just so much. Just why can't it? Shouldn't have to be a tit for tat or a tit for tat, as I like to, you know, The Office.
Yes, because she's obsessed.
I love The Office.
She's obsessed.
It shouldn't have to be that way. It's not like I do for you, you do for me. We're just doing for each other because we simply love each other. Moving
what you got
right along.
Number 3.
The next one on what men should be doing, don't do, that should be doing, whatever. I done forgot the name of the title.
She don't even care anymore.
Bringing home the bacon.
Okay.
And I don't even eat bacon. Bacon's nasty.
I don't eat meat, and I haven't had bacon. Ooh, I was probably I was in grade school.
I'm
so.
not a bacon person, but I know what they're saying. You know, money. I don't need you to be just out here, you know, balling out of control. That's not what I'm asking.
I don't require it.
I don't require it at all. I'm a teacher, so you know I will never be balling out of control until I am sitting up in the White House as Secretary of Education. You know, it is a goal of mine. But even as, you know, when I want to become a principal, when I do that, I'm still not going to be balling out of control. I would never see 3 figures. I won't. Just won't. I don't even know if I'll ever see $90,000. Not going to see it. I'm not. So I'm not expecting you to be making, you know, what doctors make, or, you know, driving Maseratis and bringing in, you know, just stacks on stacks on stacks. No. But do I require you to have a job with a W-2? Yeah. What's wrong with that?
I just expect you to be self-sustained. If you are 28 like I'm 28, I need you to be self-sustained. I need you to have a legal job, one that I hope you have at least a little bit of interest in.
Right.
And that's interesting, that's productive in some way, that is affording you the lifestyle to which you would like or that you are accustomed to. Now, again, you don't need to be the Princess Zamunda and
No,
just
you
have
don't.
rose petals on your marble floors every morning. You don't need all that. But I would like you to have a job that you work 40 hours a week.
Mm-hmm. Or more, you know.
At least 40 hours a week.
Because that's a full-time job.
Because that's a full-time job that you are able to sustain your life with. We all get it, especially in this generation, you know, us recession, college graduates, if you will. Mm-hmm. We all are going through similar struggles. No, you know, there's not a whole lot of us that haven't fell on hard times and had to make some sacrifices. So if you're, you know, 28, 29, and you know, either saving up to buy a house, or you're going to grad school, you're putting yourself through school, or you're working a couple jobs, you know, we all do it. So right. I'm not going to be turning my nose up to somebody because, you know, they're not like Jay-Z, or they're not like somebody like Donald Glover, who's like, I think he's about our age, like 28 and 30, and, you know, he was writing for 30 Rock, like, when he was 24, so he was making money then, he was acting, now he's a successful rapper. Like, you don't need to be doing all those things. If you are, that is fucking dope.
Right.
And I'm going to be like, damn, you're living that high life. But I'm not expecting everybody to do that. I'm not expecting everybody to be fucking Steve Jobs at 28 years old.
No.
I'm not. So
we just want you to have a job.
I just want you to have a job. And I feel like the whole bring home the bacon thing is like, well, you need to have enough money to take care of me. Again, if I'm just dating you, I'm not expecting you to take care of me.
No.
But if I'm marrying you, I expect you and I to work together to take care of each other.
Right.
I'm not expecting me to just lay up in my fucking pearls and my like marabou nightgown and my little slippers with the fur. And I'm just
drinking martinis all
just
day
having
long.
a little martini, eating bonbons, sitting up watching the goddamn View. Like, I'm not going to do that. Mostly because the View is wretched. But, I'm not expecting you to do that. Because what? That's just not in my makeup. I'm not going to do that.
Right.
I'm not expecting that. I know that there are girls that would rather be at home than work.
Quote unquote stay-at-home moms.
Stay-at-home moms.
And there's no children.
I know. There's dogs.
Like, what?
There's dogs. But I am not one of them, and and if you are dealing with that, and that's not something you want, then I suggest you stop dealing with that.
Yeah, you
don't do it.
Bro.
Leave her alone. Not that deep.
Leave.
Okay. Number 4 for the ladies' side. Let's get a little gander here. Oh, this is one of my other favorites. Watch your mouth.
Watch your mouth.
Watch your mouth.
Is that Busta Rhymes?
Watch your mouth. I can't remember.
I think that is.
It was talking about how women curse too much these days, and it's really unladylike, and it's not attractive because a lady doesn't curse.
Sure doesn't.
You refrain from cursing. Have some class about yourself.
Now, I am a firm believer that pretty girls don't cuss, but curse words do come out of my mouth. I understand that, but I don't cuss like a sailor. I'm not, every bitch, fuck. I don't do that. I do. First of all, I work with children, so I watch my mouth. I watch my mouth around adults. To. Yeah, I do, because, they will go back and tell them real quick. Or they may be like, oh, yeah, that's also so goddamn cool. Okay, whatever. Oh, yeah, because they think cussing is such a cool thing.
Oh, I know they do. I have no patience.
But I don't, cussing is not like, it's not a part of my, vocabulary like that. Even if it is, like.
I curse.
I know you do.
Now, I don't come out the gate cursing to every and anybody, because that is disrespectful to anybody, because I don't know how other people feel about curse words.
Right.
I curse with my close friends.
Yes.
Meaning like 3-4 bitches, 3-4 hoes that I'm cool with.
Right.
My friends that I really rock with, I curse around them. And they curse around me.
Yep.
We curse around each other. Do I curse around my mother? Absolutely not.
So I can get him.
So I can get my fucking larynx crushed? No, I don't. Do I curse around my father? No, because I don't want my spine ripped out like it's Mortal Kombat. Finish him! I don't want to hear that. I don't curse around people that are older than me. I don't curse around people that are strangers. I don't curse around children. It's really just around my core group of close friends,
right,
and associates. Other than that, I don't curse, and I don't feel like I'm less of a lady because I'm not over here cursing. Julie Andrews curses, and she is a lady. Yeah. She's Mary Poppins. So there's that.
Oh, Mary Poppins cusses.
Yes, and I love it.
Beautiful. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So that was real short. Yeah. So cussing, I don't. Whatever.
Because here's the thing. This is where the double standard comes in. Is where I have been out on dates, on encounters, if you will, where we're cool. We maybe kind of know each other in the most superficial of ways, and you are already coming out the gate cussing at me. Ooh. I have not cussed at you, but you are already cursing at me.
Yeah, that's rude.
And I'm like, ooh,
rude.
I don't know how I feel about that, but okay.
That's very rude.
But that makes you no less of a gentleman, I guess.
Whoa, what's the problem?
What? It's not a big deal. But it's like, oh, wow, me. Anyway.
The next one on the guy's side of what guys should start doing is fix things around the house.
Oh, Jesus, help us. Help us, Lord.
Now, I'm not asking you to be Tim the Toolman Taylor. I'm not asking you. Right. I'm not asking you to be the handyman, the super.
No.
Or my favorite that I heard, Overton. That tickled me today. But know how to, first of all, for me, a guy that knows how to use his hands, put stuff together, that's attractive to me.
That's a turn on.
That, I'm
to see a guy, are you working with your hands?
Yeah.
That's why the whole, a guy who's, a mechanic or something, it's very, visceral,
yeah,
it's attractive.
Yeah, it really is. And if I see you do it often, I'm like, oh, that hammer. Oh, okay, well, put that down.
Yeah, it's just attractive.
It's very attractive, and I've encountered a couple of guys who didn't know how to do simple things.
Oh, my.
When I was at my old apartment, I wanted to put curtains up, and there's this gentleman that I was having conversations with on a kind of sort of consistent basis.
That's a sweet way to put it. Mm-hmm.
Well, that was.
That was.
And, I was saying, do you by chance know how to put up curtains? He was like, no. He was like, just call somebody for that. And I'm like, wait.
To put up a curtain rod?
To put up curtains. I said, The reason why I'm asking because I don't ask anybody to do anything unless I try. That's how I am. If I feel like I can do it, if I see myself doing it, I'm just gonna try to do it. I've drilled so many holes in the wall. I said, okay, maybe I get some help for this.
Yeah, maybe we stop.
Maybe we get some help because this is an apartment and I don't want to get charged for all these holes in the wall.
For them to have to spackle the shit out of this wall again.
So, like, a guy that knows how to do some things, like, I mean, we all can put stuff together from IKEA. Like, I mean, it literally comes with the instructions.
You can get the instructions online.
Right. So, but just knowing how to, like, okay, like, garbage disposal or something. Now, I'm not expecting you to take the whole damn garbage disposal out, but kind of figure out, like, oh, maybe it just needs another washboard or I don't know. I don't know tools. But, fixing stuff around the car, knowing basics with the car and stuff. Again, I'm not requiring you that.
No.
I'm not requiring this of you. It's nice if you know how to do it because that takes the little bit of pressure on me because I know how I am and I will attempt to do it first.
All of it.
I would. That's just how I am. It's not because I'm independent. I know how to do it. No, but I'm like, let me just try to figure it out and get it over with. And
that is literally it. Let me try to figure it out and get it over with. Fuck these directions. It's going to take too long to read. I can just see it. It's like a puzzle. And I'm like, it's really not a puzzle?
And 9 times out of 10, it's like, okay, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Fine, let's get some help.
But here's my thing about it. A lot of men with both of these lists, and a lot of women also, are like, well, it's tradition. It's, blah, blah, blah. Or it's my favorite one. I don't know anything else. That's how I was raised.
Okay.
My father was adamant, and to this day, at 60 years old, is still adamant about having both cars washed, waxed, and topped off with gas by 9 a.m. every single Saturday morning.
Rain or shine.
Rain or shine. And he's not taking it to get washed, and he's not taking it to get waxed. He's doing it himself. Because he's like, no, I know how to do it. I can do it. It's going to cost me less to just buy the stuff, and then I can do it whenever I want to my liking. I said, okay, Dad, that is how I was raised. From the time my father was, 30 when I was born? He is 60 now. Or, yeah, he'll be 60 this year. That is how my father rolls, folks. Now, that's how I was raised. Do I expect whatever man I marry to be out in this Arizona or California weather, because I don't want to live here, but in this California rain, gloom, sun, wind, it's just buffing down a car
right.
in the morning mist at 7 o'clock in the morning? No, I don't.
No.
No.
I don't need that.
You don't have to do all that, but that is how I was raised, but I'm not going to hold you to it. Because why should I do that? That's not fair. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But a lot of people like to fall back on that, and I think it's pretty funny.
Yeah, so just know how to just say, you know what? I see you struggling over there. Do you
need help?
Don't actually, you know what? I know how you are. Don't even try. Let me just do it for you.
I was going to say, yeah.
In my sense, yeah. Because you'll know me and just like, don't, I'll be there in a second.
I got it.
And if you know you can't do it, and it's something like, I don't want you, if you know you can't, retile the roof or something. This is me coming in
now. This is my side.
Yeah, then don't.
I'm not even going to try and be like, hey, can you help me?
Yeah, no. I'll just call the roof man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if the roof is leaking, I'm not even going to ask you, bro, because you didn't go to school for roof leaks.
Right.
I'm going to call someone.
We can't.
Here's the next one on the ladies' list, and it's another one I scoffed at. Keep yourself up. And it said that women need to, at all times, and it specified at all times, always, look presentable and keep themselves up.
Okay.
There's no reason you need to be, in public or just up with your man, quote unquote, in curlers or with your hair wrapped up for us colored ladies. You don't need to be in sweats. In the 50s, sure, women were always, at their best, wearing, heels, not 6-inch heels, mind you, but they were wearing
Right, little
heels
kitten heels.
and pearls and dresses, perfectly put together, perfectly coiffed. You need to do the same thing. You can be comfortable, but you need to be put together. You need to work out. You need to, be healthy, eat the right things, because you are a reflection of your man, and you need to make him look good. That's literally what it says. It's a quote.
Why? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you can look, I have to be out here looking like,
You know when Beyonce, you'd play the Super Bowl and she came up and it was just her standing there,
Yes.
hair blowing in the wind,
Yes.
just smoke machine, and a
Yes.
silhouette of her and fire behind her?
Yeah, that's what I have to look like in the morning. But you can be out here looking like Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
And it's fine.
And it's fine.
Because I'm a reflection of you. You're not a reflection of me.
You're not a reflection of me. I'm a reflection of you. So I need to be
Beautiful.
over here, invisible fan, blowing in the wind, my hair just whipping back and forth, just, oh my God, waist fucking cinched down to nothing.
Mm-hmm. Right after you have a child.
Right after I have a baby. I'm not Sierra. I can't do that. My legs just on 10, just out here like Lupita Nyong'o in that damn red dress.
Oh my
like,
God, she freaking killed it.
easy, breezy, beautiful. Like, I can't. I'm not that girl. I can't do that all the time.
No,
now, you give me half an hour, I can put myself together.
Put it together,
But
right.
I can't just, because I'm going to let y'all know right now. It's a good thing you can't see me, because I'm raggedy.
When I'm home and I'm in the privacy of my own home, first of all, I like getting dressed up. I like
I
putting
love
myself-
it.
That's something that I enjoy doing. But when I'm home, there's nothing more liberating for me is throwing this damn bra off
Oh, Jesus.
and taking off. Like, I like to just be butt-ass naked sometimes.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
with little knuckles, no bra, no underwear, just a shirt, so I'm just not just flapping in the wind.
Right.
That is how I like. Now, I also do like sweats. Like, if I just have to run to the store or something, like yoga pants, sweats, leggings or something.
Leggings, yeah.
That's what is so wrong with that. Now, I'm not out here, getting caught up and you're going to see me on, Walmart,
People at Walmart.
People at Walmart. No, I'm not trashy or anything, but why do I always have to be on 10 for you?
Right.
And another fucking thing. Oh, there I cuss. Ooh. This whole, you shouldn't let your man see you in your bonnet and your scarves and your rollers.
Yeah, this is a
Let
colored
me-
girl thing.
This is definitely a color thing, especially one of a quote unquote my hair texture.
Wait.
Yes, because
Oh.
you can with your hair
Oh,
texture, you can
okay.
just put it in a ponytail and go
Yeah,
to sleep.
because like I've said before, like today, did I brush my hair today? No, I didn't. I worked an 8-hour shift at work. I didn't even scoop it, and we all know what that means. I didn't even scoop my edges back.
She just
I literally, now it's a little squirrelier than normal right now because I've been rolling around on the couch, but I literally did not brush my hair today. I picked the lid out of the front and I left. Now I put my contacts on. That was one. Either it's this morning. It was one or the other.
hair or contacts.
Hair or contacts, and my glasses were really dirty and they give me a headache. So today I didn't brush my hair, and there's many days I don't brush my hair. And you've said that before.
Yes. You
So
don't.
I'm cool because
Yes.
I don't have to. I didn't need to.
You didn't
brush
do
my hair.
anything. Me, on the other hand, I can't just throw my. Actually, I can't do that. I mean, some people can, but for myself,
a lot of people do.
I want to make sure I'm presentable. I can't do that. So I'm twisting my hair at night, I'm braiding my hair at night. Sometimes I will just go to sleep, but I have something on my hair because I can't just roll around with nothing on my head because the moisture comes out of my hair and it gets super dry.
And I don't like wearing them.
So I'm so sorry if that takes the mood out for you.
Yeah, it's just not
like,
sexy.
It's not sexy.
Oh.
But you had no problems with when you first saw me on how I looked, because how I got myself together when you first saw me is probably, I went to sleep that way,
Right.
and woke up. I just didn't wake up that way. I had to put this together. I had to put this look together.
Right.
So I'm so sorry that I just can't, go to sleep and just wake up just looking fabulous. Who really does that?
I don't know.
I don't know anybody that does that.
Not
And
me.
now, if I happen to get myself ready for the evening prior to you wanting to fuck, and you all of a sudden say, "Oh well, I don't want to have sex with you anymore right now,"
Well, I can turn right back over and go back to sleep.
I said that's a personal problem. Now, if you want to turn this into a game and you want to have sex and somehow these start to fall out, well, then that's on you. I'm okay with that. But don't say, could you take those out so we can have sex? Because the answer will be hell.
Are you kidding me?
To the nah.
People ask that?
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Okay. Good to know.
I'm sure they do.
Great. That's lovely. I didn't know that. How dare you? I'm not even gonna. I can't do it.
No, we won't. We won't even do it.
What's the next one you got?
Oh, that took a lot.
It takes your breath away.
It does. Court her.
Okay.
This whole courting business.
Now, I spoke on this a little earlier with one Miss Tia here, and I said, courting, in my mind, that's an antiquated notion, because courting in, I think the most original context was a man coming to a woman or a young girl, to her family, already with the mindset of, like, I'm going to marry her and I'm putting my time in now. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to show your family that I come from a good family. I'm going to take care of her. I got enough money, and I'm going to show you that through my interactions with her. I'm going to buy her a goat. I'm going to give you some frankincense and myrrh, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, right. It's that type of thing. Nowadays, that's kind of a little bit what dating is, but dating doesn't always have to be that. Like, I don't know anybody that's just coming right up to my father, like, I'm going to buy you a goat, or I'm going to buy, like, you know what I mean? That's just not the way that things are done now. No. Like, I just feel like courting equals serious dating or engagement. That's what that means. So if you're going to get engaged with someone, you're pretty much courting her then. Because, like, you're showing all of her family, all right, here's me, this is what I'm about. Like, you know what I mean? Not everybody meets everybody's family just when they're casually dating. That's more of a serious relationship engagement type thing. So this whole court me, I'm not Scarlett O'Hara. You are not Rhett Butler. You're not carrying me up in a damn staircase. Just, oof, I'm fainted. Good Lord. Like, I'm not doing that. And you don't need to do that for me. That's just ridiculous. Yeah, Just get to know me. Yeah. And then seriously date me. Yeah, and we'll just go from there. Let it progress. The next one I have is dress up for dates. Ladies should dress up for dates.
Guys should dress up for dates too.
And they said date nights should be as exciting as the first. And you need to put as much effort into a date night as you did on your first date. Are you sure? Because some first dates I've been on, I'm going to say most first dates I've been on, I didn't put that much effort into it. Mm-hmm. Now, did I look like Mom's Mabley out here, just a nightgown and some house slippers? Lady. I didn't look like that. No, I had on, like, jeans and some boots and a crop top, I'm sure, or, like, jeans, a crop top, and Vans. Like, I didn't have on a goddamn nightgown, I wasn't going to the Oscars. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's not what I looked like.
Now, if you were taking me to a place where we have to get dressed up, oh my God, first of all, I'm going to be like, yes, yes, and yes. Because I like to get dressed up.
I do too. I love it.
I like to put myself together.
That's like one perk of being a girl.
Yeah, and this is where I felt like it should have been on both lists, because getting dressed up is there's just some, first of all, a man.
Oh God, here we go. She's envisioning Michael B. Jordan right now. I know it.
A man in a just nice tailored suit, even just nice slacks, and just the whole,
or just like a nice pair of jeans
that rolling up your sleeves and a couple of like buttons undone. Like, oh, good
I Lord. Just feel like a guy should be doing the same thing physically that a girl should be doing. Now, you don't need to be out here waxing your bits and waxing your armpits and getting your eyebrows done. But if those shits are bushily, you got some caterpillars up there, you want to tame them down, please, by all means, do so. If you have back hair, get it together. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not expecting you to be out here getting clear, polished manicures. I don't. But I feel like If I'm gonna have to quote unquote keep myself up and dress up for dates, why don't you? Nobody wants to come home. Like when you first got me, you were looking like Michael B. Jordan getting ready for this damn boxing movie. But then now we've been together for a minute, and now I'm coming home and you're looking like, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. It's a little slovenly. It's a little doughy. You know what I'm saying? When I first met you, you're ripped to shreds. You're always, like, dressed to kill, smelling right. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now I'm just
Don't
coming
get
home to, like,
comfortable,
pockets and must.
Right, and it shouldn't have to be that. We both should be wanting to dress up for each other. Like, I do want to dress up for you. I do want...
And I want you to dress up for me.
And I want you to do it.
And it doesn't need and not just when it's somebody's wedding.
Right.
Or we're going to a Christmas party at your job.
Or it's Easter.
Or it's fucking Easter. I want you to, like, if we're going to go out and it's like, okay, we're going to go out somewhere extra nice tonight, or we're going to go out here a little special, and I do get myself dressed up, please don't come out here with your best TJ Maxx button-up on.
Jesus.
And it's like your cleanest, Jordans, and be like, all right, let's go. I'm like, wow. Okay.
I love this little line in Beyonce's song Partition. Took 45 minutes to get all dressed up, and we ain't even gonna make it to this club. Like,
if you put some extra effort into it,
that will be a reality.
It will pay off. It will pay off in a lot of ways. That's all I'm saying.
Just a man that can dress, Jesus. Jesus. Thank you to every man out there that can put some outfits together, because I notice you. I just want you all to know that.
Just want to put you on notice that I'm noticing you too.
Yes.
What do you have over there, friend?
A man should stand when a woman leaves the table.
Is it 1880?
I'm going to make this brief. I have never noticed, my dad never did it, and I've never seen, other men stand when a woman is leaving the table. Like I said, maybe way back in the ancient days they were doing that, but I'm cool on that, because it's gonna make me just a little weirded out. Like
I've had relatives that have done it, that have stood as a lady is coming to the table or left the table.
What does that mean? Like, what does that signify?
I think it's just a sign of respect. Like, oh, I'm standing to greet you. That's all I gathered. But again, they were much older than me. Like I'm talking about like my great uncles.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like
right.
It wasn't like my cousin who's like 2 years older than me or something. No. I just don't feel like that. That's another like antiquated notion. No, you don't need to be doing all that. Nah. And it's not like I'm an independent woman. It's just like, bro, it's okay.
Just sit down.
No.
I'm just gonna pee.
It's okay. Yeah. You don't need to. It's okay. I will literally be right back, and I don't want you to have to get up in 6 seconds. Like,
well, maybe it depends on how that date's going. No, I'm kidding.
But yeah, that's a bit much.
Yeah, that was a brief one.
The last one on the ladies' side, and I feel like it's just they should have just called the list this, but okay, is anticipate his needs. And they signified as back in the day, a lady would greet her husband at the door, remove his coat, have his robe, a cigar, a cold beer, waiting on him, and the dinner is already on the table.
Okay.
You need to be doing all that. Try to anticipate his wants and needs, because as his woman, you should make him feel better.
Here is the thing, and this is why I love the song that we chose for this opening catered to you.
Yeah.
I can, when I know that you're having a bad day, I'm going to do all that I can to help the rest of your evening go well.
Right.
I want to make you happy. I want you to know that you are loved and appreciated. So in that sense, sure, I'm anticipating your needs, but please believe that there will be some moments where I just happen to not put you first. That doesn't mean I love you less. That doesn't mean I don't respect you.
Right.
That just means that I've had a pretty doozy of a day myself, and I'm just all over the place. I'm just literally trying to get through, and I'm just trying to get to bed. literally get through this day, make sure everything's set,
Ooh.
and go to bed to end this fuckery of a day. Again, like I said, I'm not saying that I don't care, I don't love you, I'm so mad at you, or
I'm
whatever.
just so independent.
Right, that's not what it is. So why don't can you not anticipate my needs and understand that maybe I too want...
I'm struggling.
Maybe.
I'm struggling because, like, one Miss Tia here said, there are some doozies of a day where I have gone through a lot. My nerves have been racked. I have dealt with so much from my coworkers, from just my job tasks, to a hectic day,
right,
to just those days that things just don't go right.
Right. From the
beginning of the day to the end. Maybe I'm on my fucking period, which you will never know the angst of that. And I'm not here for anything but my bed and solitude.
Right.
Can you anticipate my needs? Because, again, this should be a thing of reciprocity. Because I love you and you love me, we anticipate each other's needs. That's why I married you, because we're cool like that. I'm kicking it with you. I'm vibing with you like that. You're vibing with me like that. You know, from me just, like, texting you or calling you, communicating with you, like, hey, today was not my day. Right. You're like, all right, okay.
I got you.
I'll see you when you get home.
Right.
I'm not saying have all the snacks laid out. Just Oreos and pizzas and french fries and donuts. Oh, my God. Is that You've Got Mail on TV, too? Babe, you're the best. I'm not saying all that.
Right. But if you did.
But if you... Listen.
The top-notch blowjobs that would happen.
Like, you did... Listen, I don't want to be one of those girls on Instagram who just goes up because, oh my God, you know what, he got me a quarter pounder with cheese. Oh, girl, shut your fucking mouth. But if I had a horrible day and I was like on my period and I said, you know what, today wasn't my day, in a text, I came home to that. Every hoe on Instagram, on Twitter, I'm restarting a MySpace. I'm revamping Black Planet. I didn't even have one, but I'm going to make one to tell everybody, look at who I'm with.
Thank you.
Yes, he's everything.
Yes.
Good night, everyone.
Good fucking night. And doing these things, you know what? Okay, I'm going to say that because that's my final thought.
That is your final thought?
I'm going to get into my final thought.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're on your last one because I definitely have two more.
Do you? Yeah, I'm on my last one.
No worries. I'll just kind of put these into two because it kind of goes into two. So the last two is surprise her and ask for her hand in marriage.
Surprise me like what I just said? Yeah, but I should surprise you too.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you have a bad day, if you have a rough day where you're just like, Jesus Christ, everybody at my job is just driving me crazy. I'm super stressed with what's going on at work. You know, I have some, personal family issues I'm going through. Or today was just not my day. Left my lunch, stubbed my toe, flat tire. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, those days just come up and you tell me that. Because I'm with you, because I'm in love with you, I will be like, let me do something extra special for him. Because I don't want to see you upset. I don't want to see you hurt. And I want to be able to lift your spirits to help you get through it. So if I have it in my power to do so, I'm going to do so.
Going to do it.
And I'm going to do it with a fucking smile. Even if I have had like a rough day and you had a rough day, more than likely, because I'm the way that I am, I'm going to be like, let me try and do something special, like, for dinner. Get him a nice dessert. Or, you know what I mean? Like, get him something special. I don't know what, but I'm going to try to do something. Even if it's a small something, I'm going to try to do something because
to
I
make
love
you happy, yes.
Not because I'm born with 2 X chromosomes. That's not it.
No, not at all. And those that know me know that I go up for things like that. Like, I go out of my way for the people that I care about, and if I am with you, yeah, you're definitely gonna get the special treatment out of that because I love you and I care about you and I want to I want to see a smile on your face.
Right.
I want you to know that I appreciate you, and that's just how I'm going to show my love for you. The whole asking my hand in marriage.
What's the con?
What is the con? I know some are starting to feel like, it is 2015. Women should approach men. Women should ask men out. Women are asking men to marry you.
Okay.
Marry them. Not this one.
No, not this one either.
I will never get down on one knee and ask a man to marry me.
No, not gonna do it.
I just won't.
Think whatever you want to think.
Right, you can take that however you want to take that, but that is not what that's not what I'm gonna do.
I'm not my vibes.
There's really no explanation to that, and
I'm just not doing it.
Right, and with asking my hand in marriage, before you do that, can you please consult with my parents first?
That's who I feel like. In that sense, that's who you need to be talking to, because if you want to marry me, I don't know who else's hand you're going to ask for.
Right.
Okay, yeah, you're going to ask me. But if you're going to ask for my hand in marriage, you need to go to my mother and my grandmother and my father. You need to go to those three people first. Because if you try to pull some cute mess and we're going to, let's elope. Ooh, I'm going to have to throw you a wait a minute, wait. I don't know. Yep. I don't think so.
And see, I've been there, done that, so I won't do that to my parents.
Yeah, you got the t-shirt. You're not doing it.
Not doing that. And you have to kind of go through a few more loops and hoops for me, because I was already in some shit. And no, I don't want to put that through any of my family and friends again. So you are going to have to go through a couple of, the chain of command.
Right.
You're going to need to go through two of my closest friends, this one right here being one of them.
Hello.
My sister, my mother, and my father, before you even think to ask me.
Yeah,
because and you need all of their approvals.
Yeah, there's a chain of command. It's kind of like for all of our 90s kids out there, Legends of the Hidden Temple, where it was you had to work your way up to the temple.
Yes.
You aren't just going to the damn temple.
No.
You need to listen to the story. You need to listen. You need to go through this, the 3 challenges beforehand and get weeded out, and then you go to the challenge, and then there's no guarantee you win.
You win. No.
You're just going to the temple. Because there's temple guards now, ho.
Yes.
You never know.
Yes. So that is the list what women and men don't do and should start doing. Here is my final thought. Because I know you guys are like, well, these goddamn hoes. No wonder why y'all fucking single.
Yeah, that's why you're single, because you're too damn picky.
Make plates and you're not keen to your man. And I know that there are, young ladies out there who pride themselves off of these selling points that I do,
it's in the Bible.
A, B, C, and D. And I say mazel tov to these ladies. I don't want to be one over. This is not Price is Right. I don't want to sell myself to anybody. I want a man to notice me, find me attractive. I find him attractive. We talk, and as he's getting to know me, he's like, you know what? As Belle Biv DeVoe saying, that girl is dope. I have no problems doing these things for you, as long as you are not requiring them from me.
Right.
Don't do that. You can literally have anything you want from me.
Like T.I. say.
You can have whatever you like. As long as you're paying attention. If you just listen to me and notice and realize what I really want, you could have me eating out of the palm of your hands. It's that simple. It really is. You can have cooked meals and blowjobs and all this stuff all day long. Just don't require it. Don't come out the woodwork and say, I want my woman too.
No.
Because as soon as you say that, I'm tuning you out.
Yep.
Unless you're saying, I want my woman to bear my children. Yes, that is what I can do. Because that is the only one who can do it. You can't do it. I can. Don't require anything of me. Please. And I won't require anything of you. And we will get along. And I promise you, we will have a great life together. Michael B. Jordan.
She's so stupid. So my final thought is there's not a whole lot of things I have too much to gripe about, but the fact of these both lists, they need to be one list, and it needs to be called How to Be a Successful Adult.
Yes, say it
Know
again,
how
Jesus.
to take care of yourself. Every adult needs to do that. Now, am I saying that I am perfect and I'm killing it at all fronts here? No, because I am not asking for any man's hand in marriage, like I said. I'm not extremely knowledgeable about car maintenance, but I do open my own doors. I pull out my chairs. I know how to cook meals. I know how to clean things. I have put my furniture together on more than one occasion. I didn't have anyone to call. I could have called my daddy, but I'm grown.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So this should have been called How to Be a Successful Adult.
Period.
That's it. Because all the things on this list, I will do for you if you do for me, because we are in a relationship together. There's no reason I should not be able to pick up after you if you pick up after me. I'm not a complete crazy neat freak, but I have my moments. But if I have like shoes around and stuff, we live together, we're married, I leave flip-flops at the door all the time. If you're like, oh gosh, you forgot your flip-flops, pick them up. If you forgot your shoes, I'm pick them up. It's just reciprocity, because if we're in a relationship, this should go both ways. This is not a one-way street.
No.
You find love on a two-way street. It's not how it goes. So just, like I said, be a responsible adult and know how to take care of yourself. And I don't mean dialing up, Domino's every night or picking up IHOP every night because you're hungry.
Ugh.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying...
Cold IHOP?
Uh-huh.
Gross.
Know how to make your own meals because you're an adult. Know how to take care of yourself because you're an adult. Know how to sustain your own life because you're an adult.
A man that can cook is sexy. I'm just going to put that out there.
It is, but...
Especially if you're cooking naked.
Take pride in your own skills because you are you're an adult. You're a capable person. You're self-sufficient. That's my final thought. Be grown.
Please. We are damn near 30.
I'm knocking on its door.
Come on now. Let's get it together.
I would really love to hear everybody's comments, experiences, questions, and concerns about this topic here.
Please.
Because it's a long-standing one, and this is like our longest episode, I think. But, we would really like to know, because it's something that comes up a lot. And like I've mentioned on previous episodes, a lot of people like to toss Christianity up in folks' face. Because they're a man or woman of God, and they want to let you know. Well, it says it in the Bible. Please stop. Don't come to me with men and women and gender role stereotypes because it says it in the Bible.
This is a lot of things in the Bible.
It says a whole lot of things in the Bible that don't apply to me or today's society, and that rationality, it means nothing to me. It's only going to annoy me. So keep that. But please, let us know everything else that you got on your mind, like what you've experienced, what you think, how you feel, you like it, you don't like it. I want to know. Please.
Like Joe, I want to know.
I do.
What's going on. All right, we're wrapping this up. Follow us on Instagram _the LTD.
Yeah.
Tumblr.
Yeah, it's just the LTD.
Tumblr, the
all
LTD.
6 words together.
Yes, all of them mashed together. Please, please, please stay tuned to our YouTube Leah Tia discussion. We have some fun videos coming up for you that we have going to record. So please, please, please stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
As always, keep checking in with us here on SoundCloud, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, MySpace, Black Planet, Grinders, or
no, because we're both straight women, so you won't find us on Grindr, but you will find us on Instagram. You will find us on.
Is Grindr just for gays?
It is.
Okay,
it's for gay men. There's not even any women on there.
Okay. We're not on Grindr.
We're not on Grindr.
But yes, find us on all the cool little social medias. And stay tuned. Like, comment, share, tell a friend, all that good stuff.
Rate. All that.
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
Yes. Until next time, we will see you on the flip side.
Peace.